Hi, my name is Victor, and this is my 2009 Honda Fit, which is probably known as a Honda Jazz on the Australian market. It's my crap car, sort of. It's crap, but it's not crap, and the reason behind this contradicting description requires a little explaining. I live in Toronto, Canada, where safety inspections aren't done annually. They're only required when a car is registered with a new owner. Furthermore, sellers aren't required to safety before the sale if they sell the car as is. Buying a car without a safety certificate can save you some money, but you run the risk of discovering costly repairs or worse, rust in unwelcome places, making the car uncertifiable. So of course I went the cheapest possible route and took my chances with this Fit for $1,500 as is. Thankfully, the previous owner had all his service records, he let me inspect the car really thoroughly, and he even brought the Fit in for a safety inspection prior to sale, which, it failed, but it meant I had a list of everything that needed to be done. And boy, there was a lot to be done. To pass certification, I had to replace the belt tensioner pulley and the serpentine belt, install a new AC compressor clutch, replace the rear shocks, and polish the headlights. But the work didn't stop there, oh no. I decided to make an extra key, replace the coolant, adjust the handbrake, replace the shift boot and armrest, replace the dome light and headlight bulbs for increased visibility at night, and install a locking gas cap because Honda just decided not to include one from the factory. I don't know why. And this was all just in the first month of owning it. In the past year, I had ignition coils die on 2 separate occasions, so I just replaced them all as well as the spark plugs, since getting to them at the back of the engine required removing the entire wiper shroud. Then the AC compressor seized right before summer, voiding all of the work I did to fix it the previous winter. Compressors are expensive, so I went with a $60 serpentine belt to bypass the AC entirely. So now the car has no AC. You can still press the button for fun and pretend if you want, and the light even turns on, but nothing. A few months later, I had to do the clutch master and slave cylinders, but I couldn't find the lines for sale anywhere, so I had to use the old ones. Gosh, I hope I never have to deal with it again, because it involved taking apart half the engine bay. And finally, as a lovely 1 year of ownership anniversary gift, the car decided to give me 2 punctured tires. So I had to buy a set of 4 used ones for new rubber all around. Overall, this car has cost me over $2,000 to fix and keep on the road for the past year and a half. The hood is absolutely destroyed from rock chips, and the back wheel wells are in a race with each other to see who can corrode away first. So you're probably thinking, why even bother? Why put that kind of money towards a tiny, crap commuter car that isn't anything exciting and is slowly rusting away in my driveway? It's because the car's actually not crap. At least, not to me. All the work that's been done getting this car roadworthy and keeping it that way, I got to do all that with my dad. When I was 16, he taught me how to drive on a manual 2003 Honda Accord, and all these years later, I haven't stopped driving standard. Plus, we now have a car we can work on together, and it's okay if I make mistakes because it was so cheap. Oh, and that armrest I mentioned earlier, my grandmother helped me make it, so it's really special. I also started an online certificate program on auto mechanics last year just for fun, and this car has given me so much hands-on experience, and watching Mighty Car Mods videos really sparked the desire in me to have a car I could learn to work on. There's so much to love about the Honda Fit. I love the car's manual transmission, which makes it so much fun to drive and gives it a little bit more pep in its step, and it needs it because 0 to 60 takes about 8 seconds downhill with a good push from a few friends off the start line. I love detailing it after a long, dirty winter and making it shine. We also extracted some nasty stuff from the seats. Thanks for the tip, MCM. I love the practicality. The seats in the back fold down, and it's incredible how much you can fit, it never gets old, in such a small car. The seats will even fold up for tall items. I love how I spend next to nothing on gas. I love that it was $1,500 and I can drive it and park it places without having to worry. And so with all that going for it, it doesn't sound like a crap car. But above everything else, this car isn't crap because it's given me the opportunity to share. I've been able to share my passion for cars in videos like this, and I've been able to share the experience and joy I find in driving a car with a manual transmission with my fiance and so many of my friends. Even with COVID-19 going on, we found opportunities to get together when it's safe to do so and just go for a drive and have a good time. And I have to say that teaching my fiance in particular, not just how to drive standard, but how to drive in general, has been especially rewarding and fun.
Oh my god.
As you can probably tell, I'm really into this car, and while my heart is still held by my other car, my 2019 Subaru WRX, a car I've dreamed about since childhood, the fit is still special. It's amazing how a simple, boring commuter car can put smiles on so many people's faces. It's a reminder that it doesn't matter what you drive, and it doesn't matter how crap it is, because it's yours. And if you enjoy driving it, that's more than enough.